Hello and welcome to this Minecraft showcase with me, Groover. Now today I have for you this guardian farm which you can see around me. This is using my mob conveyor system to transport the guardians to a single trident killer. The guardians are going to be moving around about 40 blocks per second, which means that they're going to end up in that trident killer within about a second and a half maximum, which is meaning that it's going to make it actually really efficient for servers and as an XP farm as well for servers, a safe XP source. Because the usual problem with guardian farms is if you want to get lots of XP really quick, then you normally send them to the nether and then, you know, get some harming potion on them, and that's great and grand and works lovely, but sometimes people make a mess of that and sometimes the server crashes because of that. So this one saves all of those problems because it is all in the overworld and it is just a single trident. I've seen some of these designs where you have 25 tridents to rethrow to get the XP. Yeah, bit harsh. With this you've only got one trident to rethrow, and as you can see we're getting the items coming up, we're getting the XP going in, it is going very well. Now, let me give you a proper demonstration of this. I'm going to run this for 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes, and I'm going to speed it up, don't worry. And it will show you exactly how many items and how many levels we're going to get in 5 minutes of AFK in here. Okay? So the first thing you're going to want to do is throw the trident, or rethrow the trident, just to make sure that you are going to get all of the drops that you want for yourself. I'm just going to use these water streams to get back to the centre. If I swim? There we go. Right. So I'm going to put that away. I'm going to put that there. Now here we've got set up a dropper which has got fish in it, and basically I press the button, that's going to land on a pressure plate, and that's going to make this run for exactly 5 minutes. No more, no less. It's a nice standardized test. I've got a looting 3 sword in my hand, and let's see, game mode. Naught. I need to clear down the levels. XP minus 100. L. Me. There we go. That's got me down to 0 levels. Now one thing that you're going to notice is you're going to get a lot of visual glitches when it comes to the XP. Basically XP when it gets into a water source just breaks terribly. It's not fun. Anyway, let's just press the button and have a look at what we've got going on. So as you can see, all of the guardians are flying towards that one location. They don't see... Oh, they must be getting killed because there's new ones coming in. Basically, we're loading in all of the spawning spots here. So you should see a regular flow of guardians floating up and going off to the kill chamber. Let's see. So we're starting to see some items and a little bit of XP coming up. Right, basically I'm going to wait here for 5 minutes with this sword and we'll just see how we do. I'll just sit like this and we'll speed up this bit. Right, there we go, that is it stopped. I'm going to give it a few more seconds, let any last few batches come through, and then we'll have a look. And I'm going to have to wait a little while for all of this to sort out. I haven't actually got a very fast sorting system set up, but basically all I've got is this little hopper loop. So the items are going to get distributed in the top hoppers, and then eventually if they get over here and they're not used, they'll loop the way back around and get refed into the system. So yeah, this is going to take a few minutes to sort itself out because there is a lot of stuff. But on a positive note, we've reached 46 levels, which is quite nice in 5 minutes, and that's a very strict 5 minutes as well. There's no leeway built into this. So 46 levels. I was normally getting 47, but 46 is okay. Right, it's finally done all of the sorting. To be honest, that took another couple of minutes at least there to clear everything out. So if you are looking at using this, you might want to fit your own storage system. I've just gone for the absolute minimum. You probably need to go for the maximum because this is big. You get lots of drops. So let's start left to right. We've got no ink sacks, so I've got a filter in there for ink sacks just in case you get occasional ones. 9 stacks and a little bit of the prismarine crystal, not bad. Just under 9 of the cod. 18. Yeah, solid 17 and a half there. So as you can see, you're getting quite a lot of drops, which is quite nice. Now, I'm not going to do a block by block build on this because it is too darn big. So what I've done instead is I've set up a couple of resources which will mean that you can have a play with this in your world. Maybe if you wanted to import it as a structure block, or you can use a Structura file to build it from that. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The links will be down below in the description, so pop down there to grab them and then you can do the things. Right, so what we've got two different files down in the description there. There is one which is called GFF import file, which is for the structure block. It's a behavior pack that will require you to turn off your achievements. And we've got a GFF Structura file. That is a Structura file which is produced by Raven Mad Hatter. If you haven't seen Structura stuff, you need to get it. It's amazing. There's plenty of videos out there. I'll probably put a video down in the description as well if I remember, which I should. I don't know. We'll see. But if you don't, then please poke me. Anyway, there's two files in there. There's GFF import file and GFF Structura file. So I'm going to import both of them. So you should see it pop up. All that I need to double click is the file. Or only thing that I need to do is double click the file and then it will successfully import. And then we're going to do the other one as well. So, Right, there we go. So next up, I'm going to create a new world. We're going to create that. Go into creative because I'm going to show you how to do this fully from scratch. So I'm turning off a load of stuff there, so it should all work. Yeah, that should be good. So if I then click on create, I'm just going to find myself a guardian farm first, or guardian monument. It's a monument, isn't it? So come on, we're loading slowly, but we're loading. / locate monument 720.312 / TP me 720 100 minus 312, I think. And there it is. Right. So the first thing you're obviously going to want to do is kill the Elder Guardians. So you're going to have to do that yourself, I'm afraid. Right, that is them dead after a few mistypes. Now I'm going to go back out of this world. I'm going to then click on there and I'm going to load up my resource pack and my behavior pack. So this one is what I'm going to apply, and because I'm going to show you both ways of doing it, I'm going to apply this one. This one will turn off any kind of achievements if you have them turned on, whereas the other one won't. Okay, continue. Right, let's go. So to put it simply, the Structura file is going to give you like a ghost copy of the build that you can follow and build yourself. Very simple, really. Right, I'm going to go to the positive corner here. So let's see, that's positive and that's positive. So it's this corner. So we should be sort of standing at the back away from there and looking to the left. Does that make sense? Let's just make sure. Yeah, that is definitely the highest point in there. And that's definitely the highest point there. So I'm just going to show you the structure file or Structura file first, and then we're going to import it with the structure block. So from there, I think I need to be facing this way towards positive Z. So we'll try that in a moment. Make sure that I'm facing the right way. So we need to be facing positive Z, which is that way, like I said. So make sure that the numbers are counting up in the direction that you're facing, and then you place your armor stand like that, and that'll show you exactly what you need to build and where. Okay, so that's pretty darn simple, and there's a list of resources down in the description as well, and yeah, it just tells you exactly what to do. It's a little bit weird at times, but it's not too bad. Now, one thing that you're going to have to be careful of is right here we've got two activator rails right next to each other. You're going to have to place activator rails across in like a pattern of 3, and then that one, and then remove the outside two to make that work. I'll show you how that's done in a moment. Gosh, this is phasing out like crazy. So let's remove that, and I'm going to do it with the structure block now. So give me structure. Oh, I always forget that the U helps in there. Structure block. Okay. So I'm going to place that on exactly the same location. So that is the highest X and Z position on this little square area. And I'm going to go into there. I'm going to go load, and I'm going to say Guardian Farm, one word. And then I need to do the X, Y, and Z offset. Now you have to put this in correctly if you want it to load properly. So take great care when putting in these numbers. We're going to go -30 on the X. We're going to go -9 on the Y. And then -32 on the Z. Okay, now personally I don't like to show the bounding box. So let's go for it. If I click load, you'll see that it's all loaded in, and it's a bit of a mess, but you know, it's working. So the water's going to realign itself. The trident's all in there, all working, ready to go. Now, like I said before, you're going to have to work out these rails. When you import like this, for some reason, I don't know, it updates this and they connect. So you're going to have to re-sort that one yourself. So I'll show you how to do it. I just do it like this. So break those two like that. I've now got 1 and 1. So now I've got a line of 3, and then I can place that one, and it's not going to cause a problem. And then I can come over this side, place the redstone back, place that back in. Man, it's a lot of back and forth. And then I can nudge these minecarts back to where they're meant to be. So that's the result that you're actually aiming for. Okay, and you need to do that for all of these in this line. Now there isn't any on that line, I don't think, that are actually a problem, because they automatically orientate themselves in a certain direction over here, and it works quite well. But actually there's none there anyway. I thought there was one. Maybe I got rid of it. Oh well. That's super bonus time. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix all of these up, and we'll be back in a moment. Right, there we go, that is it, all loaded up and done. I've corrected all of the minecarts, so this is pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to place this back down just to make sure that we're definitely on the right track here. So we're saying positive Z, it needs to be facing that way when I place it. And we should have them both matching up in exactly the same place. So this is more for me than anybody, because I just want to be 100% sure that these packs align properly and what I'm telling you is absolutely correct. And it is. So yeah, I can get rid of that now. I can get rid of that. And that's all looking quite tidy and ready to go. Now, one thing that I've noticed is when I actually import the file with the Structura thing, I get a few guardians that initially just turn up out here. So you have to go around and kill them first. And then after that, for some reason, guardians always end up in the tubes, which is, I don't know, it's weird, but you know, this is how it be sometimes. It only ever happens once. So anyway, this is it already. This is the file that you will get. It's a little bit different to the one which I just showed you, because this is actually easier to use because you can just press a button there. We've got some stuff in there. We've got our various bits in there. And there's a few drops in here as well, which I had left over from a previous test, a shortened test, because I just wanted to make sure that everything was running well. So yeah, let's just stand here and get our sword and press the button. All that I'm looking for at the moment is to make sure that I didn't miss any of these minecarts and that they're all rocking and moving and various things. But if you are actually planning on building this yourself, I would use the Structura file to help you build this. It'll help you align it and place it in exactly the right place, right over the spawn spots. Don't forget to go to the highest X and the highest Z position on the little square area on the top of the monument. If you don't do that, you're going to place it in the wrong place, and then you build this and it is not going to work, okay? So anyway guys, I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching. There are going to be more things like this. Not all of them are going to be tutorials or block by block things. But anyway, thank you very much once again, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye!